Hello viewers, welcome to EduTube. In this lesson, we are going to learn addition and subtraction of decimals. So our first example, we are meant to find the sum of 3.02, 0.008, 0.6 and 42.1. Now, to add this set of decimal numbers, the first thing we will need to consider is how to arrange the numbers vertically in place value, just like the regular addition of whole numbers. However, in the case of decimals, we are also going to ensure that the decimal points align, regardless of the numbers of digits we have in each number. So, to do that, the first number we have 3.02, so I'm going to write 3.02. Now, in the second number, we have 0.008. Now, looking at the second number, you will see that we have four-digit number in second number. However, regardless of the digit of number, we also must ensure that the decimal point aligns with the first number. So I'm going to place the decimal point first of all. Now, after the decimal point, I'm going to write 008. So I'm doing this just to ensure that I avoid any accidental misarrangement or disarrangement. So I'm going to write 008 with this 0 aligning under this 0 and this 0 aligning under this 2, and then I have 8. Then before the point, I have a 0 as a whole number here. Then the third number, I have 0.6. I'm also going to begin from the point, and then after the point, I have just 6, and that will be under the 0. And then before the point, I have 0, so I'm going to write 0. Then the last number, I have 42.1. So I'm going to write point again. I'm going to begin from point, and then before the point, I have 2, and then I have 4. That makes 42. Then after the point, I have 1, so I'm going to write 1. Now, I haven't arranged the numbers, ensuring that the decimal point align. All the gaps that I have, I'm now going to fill them with zeros. So, for example, here I have 3 gaps. That is, I have hundredth and I have thousand. So I'm going to fill 0 and 0. Then for 6, I'm also going to fill 0 and 0. And then for this, I'm also going to fill what? 0, so that they all have equal place values. Then for the whole numbers, I have just only 2-digit numbers. So I'm going to write 0, 0, 0. So now we can now add. So I'm going to put my plus and then rule my line. Now to add. So here I have in the thousandth place value, I have 0800. So if I add the zeros and the 8 together, I would definitely have 8. And then below, in the 10th, in the 100th place value, I have 2 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0, and that will give me 2. Then in the 10th place value, I have 0 plus 0 plus 6 plus 1, and that will give me what? 7. Then I'm going to put the point. Then here in the units place value, I have 3, 0, 0 and 2, and that will give me what? 5. And then in the tens, I have 0, 0, 0 and 4, so that is going to give me 4. So we've successfully added the decimal numbers together, and our answer is 45.728. Now the second example, we are taking away 6.1026 from 23.05. Now again, we are taking this away from this. So to take away this from this could mean, or would mean, that this is greater than this. With that, I'm going to first of all write this, because this would be the bigger number if you are meant to take away this from this. And glaringly, we could see that the whole number here is 6, while the whole number here is 23. And 23 is glaringly, or certainly, absolutely greater than 6. So I'm going to write 23.05 first. So 23.05. Then below it, I'm going to write the numbers that we want to take away. Now you could see that the number we want to take away has a longer digit than the numbers we are taking away from. But regardless of that, I will ensure that the point align. The point in the numbers we are taking away from, and then the point in the number we are taking away, we are going to ensure that they align. So I'm just going to put point here, just like we did in addition. Then before the point, I have 6. So I'm going to write 6 under 3. And after the point, I have 1, I have 0, I have 2, and then I have 6. So what will happen to the 2 gaps I have? I'm going to fill them with zeros. And then what will happen to the gap I have? I'm also going to fill it with 0. Then I'll place my minus and then rule my line to do my subtraction. Now 0 cannot take away 6, certainly. So what will I do? We'll borrow from this 5 here. So borrowing from 5 here, we will have 4. and then this will become 10. And then we'll borrow from this 10, we'll have 9, and then this 0 will then become 10. So 10 take away 6, we are going to get 4. And then 9 here, take away 2, we are going to get 7. And then 4 here, take away 0, we are going to get 4. And then 0 cannot take away 1. So what do we do again? We cross to this side and borrow from 3. So 3 will become 2. And then the 1 we borrow will give it to the 0, and this becomes 10. So 10 take away 1, we are going to get what? 9. Then the point we have in between them, we place the point. Now 2 also cannot take away 6. So what do we do again? We borrow from this 2. So this 2 will remain 1. And then this 2 we are borrowing for becomes 12. So 12 take away 6, we are going to get what? 6. And then 1 take away 0, and we are going to get 1. So successfully we have taken away 6.0126 from 23.005. What is important about the subtraction and the addition is just the arrangement, ensuring that the decimal point align. So that is that about addition and subtraction of the. Kindly click on, if you are new to this channel, please kindly click on the subscription button below this video to get notified of more academic lessons like this. And if you are a returning subscriber, we say a big thank you for your love and support always. I will see you in the next lesson.